Hi, we're back with Margaret Shanley and the wife of Ed Shanley, winner of Biggest Loser Season 13.
Hey everybody.
So thanks for seeing us today.
Sure.
We hear you're a doctor.
I am.
What kind of doctor are you?
I'm a family physician.
You like that?
I do.
I'm glad. What was the best thing about having your husband gone for 5 months?
Well, he was out from underfoot and we didn't have to get all the fast food and have all those Diet Coke cups filling up the recycling bin.
So less work?
A little.
Did you save money while he was gone?
I would say so.
How have you changed since he was on the show?
Well, I would say that I'm more confident in being self-sufficient.
Welcome back. We're here with Jean Shanley, Ed's mom. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks
Good to be here.
Thanks for coming to the Hall of Fame.
No problem. I've lived for this day.
So let me ask you, what did you think when Ed first said he wanted to try out for The Biggest Loser?
I thought he was crazy. I thought anybody that goes on TV and shows their weight in spandex has got to be crazy. He asked me to be his partner, and I said, I don't think so. But I encouraged him to try all he wanted, and he finally succeeded in getting named to this season 13, and I was surprised when he stuck it out and won, because I thought he would get homesick long before that, but he didn't, because he was determined to do this. But I really thought he was nuts.
Well, he is a little crazy.
Well, he always was a little crazy. He was always fun to be around, so.
Did he do a lot of joking around as a kid?
Oh yeah, he has his father's sense of humor, and it's very dry. And so when he first said it, that he was going to try out for The Biggest Loser, I thought, oh yeah, this is another one of those jokes. But then I realized he was serious because he knew how much it could do for him. And so then I began to take him more seriously about it, but not serious enough that I was going to go with him. So I was glad when he found somebody that said, yeah, she'd be his partner, because I thought, I don't want to do that. I will do anything for him, but I don't want to go on television.
What was Ed like as a little boy?
Ed was a happy little boy for a long time, and then he had some issues when his grandmother came to live with us, and he had some issues when his sister died, and then he just became very depressed at times, and he chose to eat, and since I had taught him unhealthy eating habits, he just continued those habits. And I knew that when he got to Biggest Loser, the biggest part would be not just losing the weight, but dealing with the issues that makes him want to eat. And since he used to homeschool Belinda when he was little, now I think he's going to teach the rest of our family how to eat healthy and help us learn why we don't eat healthy. Instead of eating potato chips and pop, we should be eating veggies, and at least I like carrots, and drinking lemonade or something different.
Cool. Has he changed a lot since he was on the show?
Oh yeah. He now has decided he can come out of his den and be part of society instead of retreating to his den all the time by himself, because he's afraid to sit on a chair, or he might break it, or he doesn't want to go to the park because everybody's riding with everybody else and he doesn't want to ride and not be able to fit in. So yeah, he's become a social butterfly again like he used to be.
Thank you very much for coming today.
You're welcome.
We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you, Biggest Loser, for making him a contestant on the show and helping him become the Biggest Loser winner in season 13 and doing this Hall of Fame. It's really kind of cool.
Thank you.
We kind of really depended on each other, and there was a lot of tension about me trying to help Ed eat the right things and lose weight, and I was paying a lot more attention to him than anything else, and I've been able to just let go of that, especially when he was gone for all those months. It just wasn't an issue, and I could break that habit.
Cool. How's the family changed?
Well, the family's bigger, and we just have a lot of fun. There were so many things that we thought we would want to do outside with being active, and we're doing that now.
Nice. I hear there's a story that goes around about something about how Ed slept in the bed when you were first married. Can you tell us that story?
Oh yeah. first got married, and he was at his starting weight, we had a double bed, and he was afraid that he was going to roll over and crush me. So he always slept with his elbow like this so that he couldn't roll over, and I was stuck on the edge of the bed.
Wow. Must have been hard to sleep.
A bit.
How long did that last for?
Oh, just a few months.
Just a few months. Cool. Well, thank you very much for coming in today. We here at the Biggest Loser Hall of Fame greatly appreciate it, and we thank you again.
Thank you.
Okay, so I have your questions here on those little white cards you filled out earlier, so we'll answer your questions now. So how much did Ed lose on the show? Well, Ed started at 393 pounds and ended at 173 pounds, so he lost a total of 220 pounds and a total percentage of his body weight at 55.9%. So, what was Ed's nickname? Ed's nickname is the Edifier. One of his friends from college came up with that because he really liked to build people up and encourage them and really be good friends with people. Did Ed get cast from a casting call? No. Ed went to 7 casting calls. He went to Pittsburgh, he went to Detroit twice, he drove to New York, he went to Chicago twice, and he went to St. Louis. And he finally got cast from a video, a home video that he sent in. But the good thing about the casting call is that he really got to meet some great people. In fact, his partner on the show, Tracy Granneman, he met in Chicago one year and then kept talking on Facebook and started texting and all that kind of stuff. So that was pretty cool. What are Ed's thoughts about the treadmill? Well, as you know, Ed loves to run outside. One of his big goals was to set the Biggest Loser record for the marathon, and he really wanted to qualify for Boston in doing so. The Boston time qualifier was 3 hours and 15 minutes, and he was able to do that during the Boston Marathon, or during the Biggest Loser marathon, but just barely. But he always said that running on the treadmill was like kissing your sister. You go through the motions, but you don't get any of the thrill. So what are Ed's hobbies? Ed's a big geek. He loves to read, loves to watch TV, and loves to play on his Apple computer. So, what is the pork? That's a good question. Have you guys all heard about the pork? The pork is the Physician Obesity Research Center, or Resource Center, that Ed and his wife started working with a local medical school, put it together to help physicians learn how to treat obese patients better. So they became a resource to help train physicians, and also something for physicians to come back to when they had questions. So, what did he spend the money on? Good question. Ed, when he won the $250,000, well, even before he went on the show, he asked his daughter, he said, "What do you want?" And she said, "I want bunk beds." So she got bunk beds. He asked his wife, and she said she wanted a new wardrobe. So she got a new wardrobe, and he asked his mother, who only wanted George Strait tickets, so she got to go see George Strait. So, meanwhile, Ed always said that when he got down to 180 pounds, he was going to buy a Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Whether his mother liked it or not, that's what he bought with some of the money, and he also paid off all their debts. So, what was the best thing that came from being on the show? Ed said far and away the biggest thing was not losing the weight, but getting the confidence back, and believing in himself and believing that he could do it again. So, I think that's about all the time we have for today. Thank you for coming to Wing 13 for Season 13. If you go right through the door, you will see Season 14 in there, and you will find out about such things as how the purple and the red came together, or the blue and the red came together to create the purple. That whole fiasco. And also who really put the whoopee cushion on Bob's seat. You can find all that out in Season 14, right through that door. Thank you very much for coming, and we look forward to you coming back again someday.
Thank you.